The next scripture I wanted to talk about is Matthew 7, verses 1 to 5. And this is a very well spoken of passage, especially in people that are non-believers or people that don't know the Bible very well. They use it to wrongfully quote it and take it out of context. I want to put it in context and share the heart of what the message is. And that says, "Judge not, that you be not judged. For with what judgment you judge, you shall be judged. And with what measure you mete, it shall be measured to you again. And why behold you the mote that is in your brother's eye, but consider not the beam that is in your own eye? Or how will you say to your brother, let me pull out the mote out of your eye, and behold, a beam is in your own eye? You hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of your own eye, and then shall you see clearly to cast out the mote out of your brother's eye." So this passage is clearly condemning people that are hypocrites. They're coming against other people for problems that they still have. And I see this so often, mainstream Christianity, Torah community, just everywhere. It's everywhere. And I think that a big reason we see it everywhere is because of our flesh. This is something that our flesh really has a problem with. Not seeing, like I said previously, like not being as critical of ourselves as other people. So we might have a mote or a beam in our eye, but we want to pull out the speck in our brother's eye. And we need to be careful not to do that, because the heart of this passage is not necessarily to not judge, because there is a such thing as righteous judgment. It's to not judge in hypocrisy. So if we, for example, a woman has, say, problems with being like a calm, virtuous, good wife, submissive wife, and she is coming against another woman and condemning her or judging her and saying, oh, you're a terrible wife, you need to fix yourself and you need to do this and do that, but she herself has this problem, that makes her actually worse, because not only does she have a mote in her eye that she's ignoring, or a beam in her eye that she's ignoring and trying to pull the mote out of her sister's eye, but she's also being a hypocrite, which is condemned. Jesus condemns it. And he says, first cast out the beam out of your own eye, and then shall you see clearly to cast out the mote out of your brother's eye. So how easy is it for us to appear holy, to seem holy, and to go around judging and condemning people while ignoring our own flaws and failures? So I think the heart of this is that the body is never going to be good if we can't first cleanse ourselves and help ourselves, because it's only that we can help others once we help ourselves first. We have to conquer these things. We have to put to death these things so that we can help our brothers and sisters. We cannot help others while we are still having these problems. Oftentimes, from what I've seen, that when we attempt to do that, it does not help. It often yields contention and strife, which is really awful to think about. I think that a big reason for that is because somebody that has conquered these problems, they've dealt with it and they've overcome it, that person has insight and maturity as to how to overcome these things and to help another person effectively. Because if you're still struggling with these issues, you don't want to be a hypocrite, first of all. But the goal in your judgment, the goal in judging another person should always be to help them overcome it. There is absolutely no point in judging someone if it's not going to yield benefits for that person. If it's not going to help the body, then there's no point in judging, because all it's doing is contributing to contention and strife. The heart of this passage is teaching us that judgment is about helping a person, is about helping someone overcome it. And that's why we have to overcome it ourselves first, and then help our brothers and sisters to overcome these things. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.